and hit the ever popular and famous introduction button. Oh, I gotta have to turn my volume down too. I gotta have to turn my volume down too.
Oh yeah, look, there's a little bit of an echo. Oh yeah, look, there's a little bit of an odd. It's me doing it. Look, there's a little bit of an odd. It's me doing
it. Yeah, I ain't right. There's a screw loose somewhere. Tony Wallow, good evening to you. I can even read that without my glasses on. Tony says, good evening, audio, video good. Well, except for the echo. It was okay. The echo made it kind of horrible. Zoom's already been running for, oh gosh, what is it, 10, 11 o'clock? Zoom has been running for a little over 8 hours now.
Jesus.
I didn't know that.
With off and on various participants. But yeah, I started it a little before 3, and he's still going. So apparently I'm going to have my conversation about when the waiting room has someone in it, let him in the waiting room. Well, Chris sent me a message and said, I'm in the waiting room. I said, I'm driving. So anyway, he got in. It's all good. Oh, wait a minute. My green screen's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. Oh, what's going on here? I'm going to try something because earlier today I was using a different setup and it actually did what it was supposed to do. So I'm going to try this and see what happens. I'll check that out. That is so cool. So now that is actually so cool. It's never worked before when there's more than one person in Zoom. Whenever there's 2 people, this has never worked. If you look at the YouTube screen, there's no background. And if I move my hands just right, I disappear. That is so, so cool. Now I got to wait and see when Rick comes on if that affects his green or not. Now I can check that right here, I think, by going into virtual backgrounds, going and find the one that we know is this one. Yeah, it does affect it. Okay. So, but that's kind of neat to know. Oh my gosh. Be right back.
I'm playing with this flat radar that I just signed up for.
Any guess who that was? So now I got to figure out how I want to do this because the Zoom's going to be looking at an ugly green screen if I do it this way. I like this effect. I really do like this effect on YouTube, but it sucks on Zoom because you guys are looking at this putrid green screen. Now, if I blur it, I wonder what happens.
Looks black on YouTube.
Right. Okay, there you go. If I blur it, it gets rid of it. So I'll just go with that. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. So watching Doug today. Oh wow, why did you do that?
I didn't get a chance to look at it today.
It was pretty interesting. he actually said something that made me think about something about when he said something about backups. And I thought, you know what? We just did a backup of my system here recently. Maybe I'll get lucky and the information that I need will be in the backup. And lo and behold, it was.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a little, I recorded it. It's a little, you gotta go around the barn a couple times, it seems like, to get it. But yeah, I got it. It's in there. I've got to fine tune a couple things, and then I got to figure out how to bring it out of the folder it's in into the main folder of DaVinci. Or I'll just rename the folder and I'll be good. So, hey, Sean.
Hey.
So, yeah, the original plan was I was going to do that from 3 to maybe, I think Alex said take about an hour, 4. And we ended up doing it tonight about 8:30, I think it was, because of other issues that kept cropping up. So I don't think Josh is going to join us tonight. Said that last night, and he did. I don't think he's going to tonight. He's just
Did he get
frustrated.
his internet back?
Yes and no.
Oh.
He's using an Xfinity hotspot provided by Xfinity. His download speeds are 25 down and 3 up. So it's not the greatest in the world. Oh, that looks lovely. Maybe I better put that hat back on. Starting to look like Sean here a little bit.
Hey, look, it looks different now.
Yeah, it does. That's the one you're giving your mom?
Yeah, I put the fan right back there. You see it?
Yeah.
One of the fans. So yeah, took all the RGB out and just put one of those fans.
Can you put the RGB in one of your systems, or is that something you would like to
Yeah,
do?
I got the header out and everything. So yeah, what I did is when I put it in, I whacked this one off. This power supply one.
Mm-hmm.
I just cut it at the base of the 3-pin. I just snipped it off and threw it away.
Right.
These are actually pretty nice fans. They're really quiet and everything.
Are those the RGB ones or the other ones?
These are the ones I just ordered.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
they're really quiet. And taking all those fans out really did not make a difference about the temperature. The temperature's the same. So
Well, she doesn't have a graphics card, right?
yeah, she's not gonna have graphics right now.
Yeah, she should be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna share my screen tonight. Been a rough day, but everything is there. I just got to go repopulate some things. I learned something about DaVinci tonight, and it was just basic computing. Copy paste worked just fine. I would have never thought in DaVinci Resolve a simple copy paste command would have worked, but it does. Hi, Mike. Good to see you again. Thank you for joining. Where are you from, Mike? I know you probably told us once, but we're old and forgetful. Especially Sean. Sean doesn't remember. He thinks Big Dude's name's George.
So Rick added me a friend on Facebook. Chris did, and I sent you one. And
I was going to ask you about that. Let me see here. Let me bring this over here so it doesn't look like I'm being rude.
I thought Alex was going to add me, but I haven't got a request from him yet. You probably can't find me.
So it says Sean Gallagher, but there's no. Do you not have a picture on your Facebook thing?
Yeah, I don't have a picture.
Okay.
Because you never know how long Facebook is going to keep my profile up before they go ahead and just be like, F you, goodbye, and
Sure. Sure.
I've noticed if I put a picture on it, then they tend to delete it right off the bat. So
Really?
yeah. I don't know why they get rid of me. And then they say, "Oh, I broke the guidelines." What guidelines? I just talk to my friends. That's it. I don't like try to stream porn or anything like that on Facebook. I just do it. I'm just there for the friends. And yeah, I don't get why they keep deleting me and saying that I'm breaking
I
rules.
thought I did turn that off there, birthday boy. Let me double check it. I know how to check it. I know exactly how to check it.
Whose birthday is it?
I'm not telling. I've sworn to secrecy. Jose, you're right.
Oh, wow, now you got a bright green screen in the background.
Yeah, but look at the YouTube stream. I love this effect. Go look at the YouTube stream real quick before I kill it.
Black.
Right. It's
Oh,
gone.
wow.
So now I'm going to do two things. I'm going to go get rid of that. And then I'm going to go in and get rid of the filter that's in there. And it should be okay now, I hope. For the 99th time. That's a good one. That is a good one. So hopefully you had a good birthday. Hopefully you got the birthday wishes that I sent. It's just a tradition with me. I go find some version of that song and send it to everyone's birthday that I'm friends with on Facebook. And you never know from year to year what version you're going to get. Spoiler alert, it's always going to be the Beatles' Happy Birthday. Did that come through?
Yeah.
Okay, I was wondering. But you never know what. The what?
So I worked on another person's laptop tonight, and it was kind of suspicious. I think I just committed a crime because he was like, "Oh, it was." He said I forgot my password and all this other stuff, and it happened to be Trisha, and he's a guy that bought it to me, and so I had this once before. Some guy bought me a laptop and said, "Hey, I forgot my password. I need you to redo it." And same thing with this guy. I don't know. I think it's a stolen laptop that I just did work on.
Right.
Because when I went in, both times when I went to reinstall the operating system to get rid of the password,
Mm-hmm.
it did not recognize the hard drive or the SSD in there. So it's an HP, of course. So on my Windows 10 drive, I have a driver for HP that I have to run in the Windows setup, and then it recognizes the drive. Then I delete the partitions, and then I reinstall Windows, and it works. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a doctor's computer. I think the first one for sure was a doctor's computer. Yeah, it had a doctor's name on it.
So what was your first guess? It was a doctor's computer.
The name.
I know.
And this guy looked like a lowlife. You know, like he was up to some shady stuff. And I went ahead and did it. But I didn't hook it up to my Wi-Fi, so they can't trace it back to me. Hopefully they can't.
Hi, Jim.
I do.
How are you tonight?
Oh, I'm trying very hard not to laugh.
Does it hurt when you laugh?
No.
Okay. Well, and are you trying hard not to laugh at the situation you stumbled into on YouTube here, or are there other things?
Oh, other things.
Okay, good. Care to share?
No, the news everybody should have gotten by now.
That Olivia Newton-John died?
Well, there's that, but no, I was thinking something a little bit closer to the Eastern Seaboard.
Oh, I must go check the news sources. One moment, please. Let me put on the technical difficulties. Go find my news tab.
Yeah, it should be all over your news tab at this point.
See, that's the RGB header that I took off.
Feds
It's got all kinds of it's got all kinds of like six things for the fan. They got weird headers.
You mean
Fans, RGB fans. I'm gonna sell these probably because I'm not gonna reuse them.
Feds search Trump's home?
Yes.
Not seeing anything yet about anything, breaking news or otherwise.
Well, this news broke around 7 o'clock this evening.
The only thing I see about Trump, it says deeply concerning Abrams rejects Trump comparison. That is it.
You must have some very unusual news sources.
I have the Inquirer, but I don't know if they're trustworthy or not. Let me go try another one.
Well,
What the hell?
Try big.
Mine says rat problem at Phoenix VA
I've seen that earlier. I did see that earlier. I think I have an ant problem. I just had an ant crawling across my keyboard.
Anna Heechee slipped into a coma.
Go to Bing. It's the first story.
BP Harris casts tie-breaking vote as Senate passes Democrats climate something. Tell us if we're getting close, Jim. Let's see what else is there on my news story.
Oh, that they searched his home?
Yep.
That's not surprising.
No, it's not surprising at all. I'm trying very hard to keep a smile off my face.
Photo Mix Media, you're quite welcome for the birthday wishes. Hopefully you're out having a good time. And if you're,
whatever her name is.
yeah, Maria. And so I learned something today by watching Doug Betts.
Oh, before you start, I noticed the description on this video. Do I want to ask what you did? Because I have not watched whatever you did earlier today because it had Da Vinci on it, and I'll be completely blunt, it didn't really interest me. I didn't even watch the video.
You didn't miss anything. I was just trying to do some quick work on Da Vinci to repair some things. No.
Okay. Okay. So what prompted the description on this video? What happened?
What, that the night's finally about over?
Yes.
I'll just say 3 words.
Go ahead.
Josh Kinder.
Well, the way he spells it, it's 3 words. That's not technically 3 words.
Right. That's what happened.
Okay.
He's mad now. He got his internet back. He's got an Xfinity hotspot.
Okay.
He's got 25 down and about 3 up.
Okay.
He was able to Zoom. He was able to choppily play Fortnite with Doug on a brief, let us see if this will work test.
At 3 up, not going to work very well.
Well, and he found that out, and that's part of what he's upset about. Now, hopefully, you'll stick around for the after discussion. There's more to that than I really want to put out over the air.
Okay.
He's just mad.
Jim's like, hell yeah, I'll stick around.
Now, let me go get the bottle. I'll be right back. Okay, get some popcorn. That was one of them. I did get. Doug put a bug in my ear when I was listening to him and he said something about a backup. And as soon as he said backup, a light bulb, although a very dim light bulb, went off in my head and it said, you just did a backup before you started doing all this class stuff. Go to the backup, mount the backup. That gives you the ability to go in and look at the backup.
Yeah.
Go find the file you need.
Yeah.
Copy it and paste it into DaVinci Resolve, and you're good.
And
Well, it's not quite as easy as copy pasting in DaVinci Resolve, but that's the basic premise. It works. I have recovered that particular file with all of the bells and whistles, but the pictures are missing because when I did that backup, that was on another drive. So now I've got to go add it all back into DaVinci and I'll be good.
Okay.
You also found out you can do a copy paste. We copied Control A, Control C, Control V. Works
Yeah.
just fine in DaVinci. I would have never thought that. I would have never thought that that would work. It does. There was some good come out of today. There really was. There's
Okay.
a lot of headaches and a lot of I don't know the right words for it. I better not even try to say what I want to because I am on YouTube.
Jim,
Yales.
there you go.
Good man. Good
There
man.
you go.
Souvenir.
Get that out of
Look,
here.
see, Jim, I don't think if you saw it, but look, now it's dark. Now it's dark. There ain't nothing in there. Just that one back fan, the exhaust fan, Jim. That's it. Just one fan and the CPU fan. And the temps have not changed since I took out all the RGB fans.
The what was that last bit?
So when I took out all the RGB fans and I just added that one fan to the motherboard,
Mm-hmm.
the temps did not change at all.
Well, that's not terribly surprising. What is the processor again?
It's a Ryzen 5 5600G and they're running below 36C. All
Do you have the? Are you running the cooler that came with it, or are you running something else?
I'm running the Mugen 5.
Oh Jesus, Mugen 5's overkill, dude. Seriously. That's overkill.
I had it with the Ryzen 5 3600.
Well, the 3600 is a different animal. The 5600, you honestly don't need it. You could use the stock cooler.
Mm.
But whatever.
Place your bets now. Will Sean put the stock cooler on it or not?
No.
I don't know that he wants to go through the trouble. He's got it on there now. It's fine.
That's true.
A Mugen 5 is overkill for 5600G. It just is. That's all.
We
It's
have an
overkill.
I vote from the audience. That's one in favor of Sean doing it. Are there
No.
any? Does anyone oppose?
Now, if
No,
you have,
because if I take that stupid Mugen 5 off and I take the brackets off, that damn thing is gonna fall off in the back of the case, and then I'm gonna have to take
Yeah,
it
no,
off, and then I'm gonna have to hold it and try to screw it in. No,
right.
which is why I said you've got it on there. That's fine.
Yeah.
Just pointing out that it's overkill. That's all.
yeah.
Yep.
No, I'm not gonna.
If
Everybody
it
has
ain't
to
if
think
it ain't
of-
broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, I mean, if the CPU ever crawls above about 55C, I'll be impressed.
Yeah.
So, Chris, what time's your niece coming in tomorrow?
10 o'clock. We gotta go pick her up.
AM or PM?
PM.
Okay.
It's gonna be around 10 o'clock in Macon, which is 60 miles away.
So you'll be back about 11 then, ish, if you're lucky.
Yeah.
Okay. Logan KL says hello. Josh Kinder Gaming Computer Channel says hello.
Oh, great.
Should really start a booking agency. Wait a minute, I shouldn't say that over YouTube, huh?
Well, there's different kinds of booking.
That's true. I was talking about where you get out your ever popular and famous manuals to your hard drive or to your computers. Gosh dang it.
Yes.
And you
I was watching Drugs Inc. today on Hulu. I didn't know that the Wall Street people used Adderall and cocaine to do their job.
Logan KL says I might remember him. He was Prince Logan KL and had to make a new account. Well, I'm going to go to the old age card because I forget a lot of things. So it's quite possible I don't remember. Give me another hint. I'll play this game. Let me have another hint before I ask the audience. That's not a very good hint. That's not jogging many of my gray cells. At any rate, welcome back, Logan KL.
That looks okay. I was wondering how.
Except for the reflection only in your glasses. Kind of like a cool effect though, Chris. No, put him back on. You could be Marvel's next superhero.
Hey, Chris, you're the one with that poodle, right?
Poodle.
Yeah.
I think it's a poodle.
Yeah, poodle.
Max is a poodle.
Max is a standard poodle.
That big dog is a poodle.
A standard poodle, yeah.
They do come in large sizes. You didn't realize that?
Apparently not.
Yeah,
Shirley, dude, that's not a no. It's not a poodle. Can't be.
don't call
Yeah,
don't
he's a
call don't call me
Don't
Shirley.
call me Shirley, and I'm your last hope.
Come here, Mr. Poodle.
So,
He ain't studying me.
all the poodles I've ever seen have been about this big and maybe about that tall, if that.
Yeah, there's little ones.
That's just a little poodle.
Those are little ones, yeah.
And yours is a standard. That's the normal poodle.
Standard poodle, yep.
Wow, I did not know that.
So, Ken,
So, Sean,
you see that little doggy? That was supposed to be like a teacup Yorkie, but they lied to her, and that thing's huge now.
So
That was
you
supposed
got
to be like a little tiny miniature dog that wasn't supposed to get that big, but they lied to her. They lied about it. That dog became.
well,
very
all you
big.
dog owners have my utmost respect because I wouldn't have the patience to take the dog out for a walk and walk behind the dog with my little plastic bags and kennel the dog if I go on vacation. And what else have I noticed? Cage the dog when people come over to visit because they're like heathens and jump up and down and cause everyone to panic.
Oh, that girl barks. You walk into the room, she barks. She hasn't been really socialized.
And then there's that when someone walks by on the street, they're at the door going, like there's a major crime going on or something.
that's
Nope.
a good watchdog.
I'll stick to my fish.
Mine doesn't bark.
Did you have your dog fixed so that it wouldn't bark?
No,
Really?
no. It's an extremely rare occasion when she barks.
So if
Some
she
dogs
barks, you
won't
take her
bark.
serious?
Well, I know that she's really either frustrated or annoyed at me for something, or occasionally she will bark when she sees the foxes outside.
Oh, okay. Well,
Not
that's
very often.
understandable.
Most of the time, it's just a growl. Anytime she hears anything, or she sees a fox out in the backyard or even in the front yard, it's mostly just a growl. It's very rare she barks even then.
What kind of dog is she?
She's a Bichon.
Bichon, I forgot. Okay. They usually, some of those don't bark.
Yeah. Well, she's one of them. She doesn't really bark at all.
My
You can
sister's. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can come into the house and she'll be your best friend. She'll be your best friend. She'll come up to you and she does tend to jump up at people.
Mm-hmm.
But that's only because she's so excited to have people around. You take her to a dog park, she doesn't give a crap about any of the other dogs. She wants to meet all the people.
Yeah, my sister's dog, if a leaf falls out of a tree, they're barking like the world's coming to an end. I've never seen anything like it.
No, the dog I had before this was a mutt. He was a mix between a wire-haired dachshund and a cockapoo of all things. But anytime the mailman came by, you knew it, man. I mean, it was just nonstop. But if you come into the house, he would bark at you initially, but he wouldn't charge you. He'd sit there and he'd bark at you for a little bit, and then he'd like, okay, fine.
Her dogs are Jack Russell Terriers, I believe.
Okay.
And I call them Jack Russell Terriers, but
They can be.
they
They can be.
they're so hyper
Mm.
and
Oh,
they're getting better at obeying me when I tell them to get down and to sit. They are getting better. I will give them credit, but man, they're just so. Ugh.
Molly has a very interesting reaction with men. She runs up to them and she kind of like gets up on her hind legs and jumps and dances and whatever. With women, it's a different thing. She'll run up to them, and at the very last second, she'll throw herself on the ground and like show her belly. I don't understand that. Just different reactions depending whether you're a man or woman.
Does your wife rub her belly a lot?
My wife does not do much with her, quite frankly.
Huh.
She considers Molly to be my dog. I mean, when she comes home, you know, the dog is there, hey, you're home, that kind of thing. And
Yeah.
she interacts with them occasionally. She takes the night shift when the dog has to go out. I take the day shift. So,
Yeah, that's the other thing. That would not fit well with me.
well, we have a reasonably large backyard, so she can go wherever she pleases.
That's always good to have a good space like that for them.
Well, I got a fenced-in yard. I sit out on the porch while he's outside. I rarely leave him out there because of snakes. I want to be alert.
Yeah, you probably do have some good dangerous snakes down in your neck of the woods, huh?
Yeah,
Kind of
I
makes
see a
me
lot of
think.
people. I see a lot of people on the Next Door app here in Phoenix posting pictures of rattlesnakes on their front porch, and some almost get bit, but they get warned by them, and
I got to figure out
they
why I
jump out of
got.
the way. And
I've seen about 5 or 6 ants in here now, not all at once, just one at a time. And I don't know, there's no food in here at all. There's no trash. I don't know if the heat from the computer's drawing them in or what, but it's starting to concern me.
so Sean, you have a dog?
no, that's the group home. That's one of the owner's wife's dogs.
Okay,
She brings her every other day. So she's trying to socialize it because it does not get socialized. So it barks at anybody and everybody. Except when the owner's daughter comes in, she jumps off the couch, barely scratched me the other day, jumped off the couch, went over to the owner's daughter and started jumping up in the air, like tried to jump in her arms.
so
And
it's a Yorkie.
I don't know what it is. It looks like I don't know. It looks almost like Jim's dog in a way, but I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Mike says his
But it was
girlfriend has a
supposed to
dog.
be it was just supposed to be like a small dog, you know? It wasn't supposed to be the size she is now. But I guess the breeders lied to her, and yeah. Now she ended up with a bigger dog than what she wanted. So
Yeah, the Mastiffs that my brother had, those were by far the largest dogs I've ever seen.
Oh God.
Man, they were huge. And now they just went and got another one last week. They've got that one Chihuahua. It's a miniature Chihuahua, miniature something. It's a little bitty dog. It is not seriously that big, and maybe that tall. Little thing.
Oh, it's a snack for the mastiffs.
I'm telling you.
I,
They
that,
actually got along pretty good. I don't know if the bigger dogs realized that, yeah, let's just knock this out of our way or what, but they weren't annoyed by him or her.
Max is one of the biggest dogs I've ever had. For a little while, I had a Great Dane. He went back to his owner that originally owned him because it wasn't happy. And I actually had a Dalmatian. She would get on top of her doghouse in the pen and jump over the fence. Then she'd be all over the neighborhood.
I did have a dog when I was in the Army. I had a Cocker Spaniel when I was in Germany. So I've done it, just I'm not happy doing it. Yeah, nobody wanted to have the dog process to come back from Germany, so it was handed down and handed around to a lot of people. I got it from a guy that was PCSing, and when I PCSed, I gave it to somebody else.
Chris, does your dog sleep in that kennel behind you at night?
He does. He's
Yeah.
on the bed right now, though.
You finally got him trained, or is he over in the other room?
No, he's safe in here.
Okay. Well, I know you.
Well,
Had,
see him
I
on
know
the
you had
bed.
mentioned the other day that you moved the cage and he went in the other room at
Well, the
first.
cage has been removed probably a month, and he still went in there and laid where the cage used to be. When I said get in the kennel, he went in that room and laid where the kennel used to be.
What's he do now? Does he go get in the kennel?
He will
Okay, good, good. And how long's your niece going to be in town? A week?
till a week.
Okay, good. Got big plans going for a baseball game. Jim, your camera just glitched something horrible.
Yeah, Photo Mixed Media is saying that too, that it's glitching.
No, that was a bona fide alien eye blink glitch right there.
Well, I might have bumped the cord.
Well, that's right. His computer's under his desk.
Yeah,
Under the
it's
table.
it's almost at my knee, so it's entirely possible I could have bumped it.
Mm.
When Mike says he doesn't know what kind of a dog his girlfriend has, that'd be my luck. I'd get a dog and have no idea what it is. They could tell me it's one thing and end up being something totally different. And I do not get the crazy amount of money people spend to get a dog. And then you got to take it to the vet, and then you got to get it sliced, and then you got to get it shots, and then hell, you might as well get a kid. It got to be cheaper. No.
No, it's probably not any cheaper than having a kid, but for me, it's
How long have you had your dog?
she'll be 12 come September, and I got her when she was 5 months old. So
Wow. So you got to go through the process of breaking her, housebreaking her?
oh yeah.
Okay.
It took a while.
I'll bet.
Bichons are have a reputation for being a little
You
tougher
just
to housebreak
glitched
than most.
again.
Yeah, you just glitched. You went, this time the glitch was left to right. Your other glitch was like a blink, the blink of an alien blink, you know? This glitch was left to right. So maybe the next one would be diagonal. Oh, let's wait.
Yeah, I don't quite follow why it's glitching in the first place. That's weird.
Max's house. He was easy to house.
Yeah, Photo Mix Media said a three-letter agency is listening.
Yeah, they can knock themselves out. I don't give a rat's ass.
That's exactly how I feel about it.
My name isn't Trump.
So tomorrow on the news, where Delaware man's got his house raided this morning.
Not gonna happen, dude. Got news for you. Not gonna happen.
You say you can stand out there with a sign and go, raid me, and they're not going to do it.
Pretty much, yeah.
I know the feeling. I know the feeling.
About the only way they would even come close to raiding is probably if I sat out in the driveway and smoked a fat joint. That's about the only way they'd come after
I don't
me.
know. What do your laws say? What do your state laws say?
We have medicinal. We don't have recreational yet. They came close to passing it this year, but apparently, for some reason, several of the Democrats did not want to override the governor's veto, which I will have words with my representative when I see him.
So how would they determine if you're sitting out the end of your driveway and smoking a big old fat one? How do they know if it's medicinal or personal?
Well, they wouldn't know. They wouldn't know. But again, that's the only way that they'd probably come after me.
Sure. Just wondered. I get
No,
violently
I-
ill when I'm around it, so hopefully I'll never have to use it later in life if I have a lot of aches and pains and issues.
Well,
Yeah.
aches, pains, issues. If you're undergoing chemo, my understanding is it helps a lot with appetite
Yes.
because the chemo basically screws with you pretty bad.
Yep. Yep. That's what I've heard. Another thing I hope to never have to find out.
You and me both.
Well, they actually are making a grow house in the town I live in. If y'all know what that is.
The
That's
house
right.
where they grow?
That's where they grow it.
Is it legal in Georgia?
I don't think so.
I wonder how they can get away with making a grow house then.
I don't know, but what I've heard is an old place that didn't stay there long. They built it called Valamir Glass. It come from overseas and it didn't stay there long and it closed. And that I heard they're gonna make that the grow house.
Hmm.
There's a lot of dispensaries and diamond shops here in Arizona getting robbed.
Because of the cash situation?
I guess. So they robbed a diamond mart in Anthem, and they found the suspects in California in a U-Haul truck. They drove their motorcycle that they robbed the diamond place, drove it right into the back of the U-Haul, and was driving in California, and they pulled them over for something. And they found the motorcycle in the back of the U-Haul, and they put two and two together and was like, oh, you're the one that robbed the jewelry store in Anthem in
Hey.
Arizona.
Hey, Sean,
Yeah.
do you happen to know when they rode the motorcycle up into the truck, were they playing Mission Impossible music or James Bond music?
I don't know.
Oh, wait. I forgot Jim doesn't want to laugh tonight. Oh, golly, I forgot about that.
No,
Sorry,
no, no,
Jim.
no. There's only one thing that I'm trying not to laugh about.
So they robbed a jewelry store and got away on a motorcycle.
And shot one of the employees, and the employee is still in the hospital recovering from it.
Well, that ain't good.
Yeah, and it was all over Nextdoor app. Please help us find the people that shot.
Oh yeah, nowadays you'd be stupid to commit a crime with all the social media that's out here. You're just
Then all the dispensaries here in Phoenix are getting robbed. And people are losing their lives over that too. People go into the dispensary, shoot up the dispensary, and kill half the employees in there and make off with a boatload of whatever they sell in there, weed or whatever. Yeah. There was one on the news a couple weeks ago about one right next to a mass, right next to a church. Hey, I give it props for that old guy that shot the intruders that came into his liquor store. He got a shotgun right next to him, and he pulled that thing out and shot the suspects as they were getting away.
Oh, here at a local football game on last Friday night, somebody shot a gun up in the air like 15 times. I don't know what their reason was shooting up in the air for, but
You know, if they shoot up in the air, it's going to come down and it's
I
going
know.
to hit somebody. So
I know. I don't know what the deal is. In the
like
town,
me and my mom and dad were talking the other day, and we're like, if you murder somebody, F a trial, F everything. You deserve to spend the rest of your life in prison or die.
all right,
Stop
Mike.
wasting our tax dollars. Stop wasting our tax dollars taking you to court. You killed somebody. You deserve to die or spend your life in prison.
We will hopefully see you tomorrow night. Thank you for being here. What little bit of time you were here? About 35 minutes now. Not that I time it, but I appreciate you being here. I hope to see you tomorrow night. Hey, Jeff.
who's
Hey,
that?
How was dinner?
Oh,
Good.
okay, I got you.
made some hamburger helper and put a bunch of extra stuff in it. It's taco flavor. I added black beans and some more rice, onions, red pepper. So
Let me guess, you made that for the grandkids?
no, they aren't here yet. They'll be here in a little while.
Uh,
I
Baseball
haven't made
practice
that in a
tonight.
while.
they're good grandkids. I never liked that stuff when I was growing up. I fed some of that stuff to the dog underneath the table. I was like, here, doggy, have that.
Put any jalapenos in it?
No, it's too spicy for the kids. It was just red bell pepper.
Those can be pretty spicy at times.
So
Bell peppers?
Oh yeah. I've
Yeah.
had some very hot bell peppers.
I had Mexican food today.
Hey,
Jim's
one.
got what I need.
I might have it again Wednesday. I don't know.
Well, Jim's trying not to laugh at one thing tonight, so you might as well just start cracking up laughing, Jim.
Oh, I'm sure there'll be something come along.
What the heck?
That's surprising. Why do all of a sudden they just wait till now to raid his house?
Well, if we have to explain it to you, we might as well just shoot you. So
Oh, look who joined us.
I
His
know.
camera's off and his mic's off.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
Oh, that's right. For some reason, I've just noticed that Alex hasn't been here. What's up with him?
That I don't know. I'm not getting any answers from my messages.
He was when he was here. He said something about he logged into somebody's computer on TeamViewer. I forgot about that, Ken.
Oh, maybe he
got
got.
some kind of
Oh,
error.
yeah. He had someone contact him for a job, so maybe that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
That's
Ken.
possible.
Looking at the chat over here, did you pass the test? Said this is a test and only a test. Did you pass?
Who typed that?
And then I said, and I probably will fail.
I don't see where you typed that.
It's the very first thing in chat. I always do.
Oh,
I check Twitter out with something and
Yeah.
make sure it works. Yeah, no, I didn't really fail. I
Yeah.
got a lot done today with Alex's help.
Still
fact-
grinding away on moving all the data around.
Yes, and your name was mentioned in a very
Oh, probably in vain, but that's
no,
okay.
no, it was in a very positive light.
Oh hell, I'm doing something wrong then.
Damn straight.
Yeah. Very
hello
positive.
again, Josh.
Okay, let's get Joshy not to smile. Whatever we do, nobody make Josh smile. I don't want that. I want him to be pissed off all night. No
So,
smiling from
you have
Josh.
internet again?
Well, he's on the internet.
Well, that's what I was
Barely,
thinking.
but he's
Might
on
be
the
on
internet.
computer.
Well,
Hey,
if you-
Jeff, if you stick around after YouTube, we'll talk. That's what
I
Ken
believe
said,
that
we'll
was
talk.
my invitation to Jim.
Well, we all are in here, so we all hear it.
Well, I would imagine unless something drastic happens, Jeff's probably not going to leave when I end the stream. Well, unless I end the stream when his grandkids get there. That's a possibility.
Well, they'll be here, but I've got to try to get them to bed early tonight. School started today.
Oh, fun times.
And the difficulty is my granddaughter started kindergarten and she and the boy have to go into school on opposite sides of the building, 2 different streets.
Jesus.
Same building, though, right?
Yes, but there's no easy path between the 2 streets.
Yeah.
So I got to drop him off on one side and drive about 6 blocks around to get to the other side.
Yeah,
Can't
darn.
drive through, got to park across the street and walk her up to the kindergarten door. So they just make it a pain in the neck.
Yeah, I'm
I
trying
would
to-
be so scared to send my kids to schools these days.
Well, it kind of is what it is. Schools in Las Vegas generally suck. This is one of the less sucky elementary schools, if I can put it that way.
One you can
My
tolerate.
grandson has been to 3 different elementary schools during his tenure.
Wow. Is
And
that
well, 2 of them were near me. He went to the first, we had 2 elementary schools side by side from my neighborhood. And one was even addresses and the other was odd addresses for the area. Then they made one of them a magnet school, and so he ended up having to go to the other one. And it was god awful. And the last couple of years, he's been going to a school based on his father's address. And it turns out that's a better school. So, except for the year that we were doing it remotely, but when he's been in attendance at the school, it's been fairly good, at least by Las Vegas standards.
That's good.
So
I was trying to see if I could make a change in YouTube. Apparently, I cannot. Does the stream look all right on YouTube? I guess it's all
so
right.
far,
We locked everything down.
got some new folks in your chat tonight, I see.
Couple new people, yeah. Mike's been here a couple times.
Yeah, I'm see my Logan KL is new to me anyway.
He's said he's been here before under a different name, and I'm still trying to place it. And then there was another one that came in either tonight or last night, and I don't really
Don't
remember.
see anybody but Mike and him, and I've seen Mike before, so.
Haven't seen Kenny Witten, haven't seen Wintermute, haven't seen Blackwatch. Trying to think of who else is normally here.
Don't mention Blackwatch, please.
Okay.
He's always got something smart to say to me.
Oh,
just
he
forget about
doesn't
him
just
there.
say something smart to you. He says something smart to everybody. Oh, speaking of which, we get to listen to his humor. Ladies and germs. I had y'all thinking about it anyway.
Yeah, Blackwatch has to kind of grow on you. He really is
Yeah.
okay he treats most of us fairly good by his standards.
Yeah.
So
By
I
his
did
Just,
anything.
he has some issues, and you either take Blackwatch as he is or you don't.
Yeah. And it's best
And you
to,
can't take what he says personally.
yes. Oh, gosh, no. Alex, are you going to unmute yourself and join us on camera, or are you just going to grace us with a muted microphone and a picture?
He's being like me tonight, like I usually am.
Oh, there is a picture. Oh, God. Put the picture back up there.
Floating downstream again.
Was you talking about me?
No,
No,
I was talking to the other Alex. Did I confuse you? I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm late. This is kind of hilarious, but I was just talking to a guy that needed help with his computer, so I remoted in on any desk. And the problem with this computer is you'll never guess.
Can we get
I've
3
heard that
hints?
error before.
Operator error.
No,
Windows 11.
Hasn't had a Windows
No.
update hasn't had a Windows update in 2 years.
actually, no,
Was it we're running Windows
It has an
7?
app.
no.
Can we
It
have
has an app.
at least one hint?
It has something to
No.
do. It has something to do with the. It has something to do with the SSD.
Didn't have it plugged in.
No,
Okay,
Bad
something to do
SSD.
with the
Driver
SS.
software.
no,
No, the drive was full.
yes.
The FFP
Correct.
was
Ding,
bad.
ding, ding.
That's what I just said.
Oh,
It's bad.
It only had 600 megs free of 240.
Okay.
Is that another hint, or did the question get answered already?
The question got
Question got
answered.
100 free or
doggone it.
6 free.
Damn it! You guys never give me a chance.
Yeah, 600 meg ain't enough on anything, pretty much.
I tried
Although
to.
I still have that beat.
So
40 meg free on a 128 gig drive.
so the hard drive was too full.
Yes, I have. I was trying.
You try to do a Windows update when there's not enough free space on the drive. It's not going to be a good time for you.
I tried to.
As if
install
everything
it.
else is. Oh my
Had
goodness.
had to uninstall a bunch of stuff because it did have some like Norton and stuff on there, so I had to take all that off. And even after I took all that off, that's
Well,
when I seen that it was 600 megs.
Ken's late for something.
And
All right.
so he
Goodness.
didn't like the solution that I had to tell him. Let me order you a new part. You pay me for the part and the labor, and I'll give you a discount because it's a laptop. I'm gonna need you to help me put the part in because my mom won't do it.
Yeah, not a good time. People often wonder why I say a 512 is the minimum I recommend. This is part of the reason why.
Yep.
Although lately, I've been thinking about updating that to my standard being a 1 terabyte.
for the difference in price, you may as well get the terabyte.
And on top of that, it's not the computer is old enough that it's not even an NVMe. It's only a SATA. But
Well, but SATA is still much better than a hard drive.
So, are you going to be able to fix it for him, or did you give him?
no, I seen him what he needs. You know, I sent him a link on Amazon to a Western Digital Blue 1 terabyte SATA SSD or SATA M.2, and I said, he said he's never seen a hard drive like that, and I said these are the newer drives, and it's what makes your computer really fast. And his response was,
Will it support an M.2 or an NVMe or whatever it's called?
It won't support an NVMe, but it will support a M.2 SATA.
Okay.
Which probably means it's somewhere in the neighborhood of a 4 to 5 year old laptop.
It's according to the HP specifications on the website, it's a 6th generation i7, I believe.
Okay, so that makes it 7 years old.
Still not bad though.
No, not that bad. It's an i7, so hey, that's not too
Came
bad.
with a I think it was, according to the bottom of the computer, a 3-year, 3-day warranty or something like that. 3-year, 3-month, and 3-day warranty.
That's an interesting idea.
What's up, Rick?
Not much.
Late to the party.
Yeah, I just got home about 7 minutes ago.
Oh, you rode your bike again?
Yeah, I was over at a friend's house helping Brad out.
Oh.
And this same guy's got 2 more desktops that he can't use because they don't have nothing on. He can't figure out how to. They don't have Windows. He can't figure out how to load Windows or anything on them. He don't know what's wrong with them because he can't get
This
anything
guy's
loaded.
last name's not Stout by any chance, is it?
But he did manage to get AnyDesk installed so I could look at it, and was able to call him on Messenger.
Is that what you use for remote desktop now instead of that other that you were using?
TeamViewer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried TeamViewer for like 2 seconds because he already had it installed, and as soon as I put the number and the password in, after a minute of just doing nothing but staring at the wallpaper, it said on his computer, it said your session is timed out, and I said, well, heck, I don't have to download AnyDesk anyway.
Yeah.
And the computer was so full that while I was in the process of downloading bytes and looking at stuff, the computer restarted.
Who's making all that noise?
Chris.
That was me. I was adjusting my sound on my other computer.
Oh.
Yeah. How you doing, Josh?
Rick, what do you ask me how I'm doing for? Look at my face. My face
He's
is
very upset. He's very disappointed today.
I'm not going to smile either.
What didn't you get that
nothing
you
you can say will
wanted
make me
to
smile.
get?
Huh? What?
What didn't he get that he wanted to get?
Well, he got the internet back, but it's just not what he wants. And I'm sure that's going to be the topic of discussion after we end the stream. Which that's coming up in 59 minutes already. So I will get this prepared.
Let me go to the restroom before this starts.
He's also probably upset with me because I wouldn't answer. I was busy talking to Ken and busy talking to my customers on the phone, and I wouldn't answer his calls every.
Well, you
5
really
minutes.
couldn't. You really can't when you're got customers and other people you're talking to.
And I'm going to give some shout outs real quick. Tony, thank you as always for being here. Chris Garrett, Mike Paradin, Photo Mix Media, Laconic or Logan KL. I got to do some soul searching on that. I remember a Logan, but I don't remember Logan KL. Thank you guys for being here. I will see you tomorrow night as soon as this thing hits where it's going to here in a minute.
Does anybody else have to use the bathroom before we have
This ain't a class trip. God, does anybody else got to use the bathroom? Okay, ladies, if you got to go to the bathroom.